An anti-gay Georgia pastor defended a sign outside of his church calling for the execution of gay people. I feel like every day we bring up a story that feels like it's out of the year 7. Like, this is 2015, and some dude's like, put up that new sign there. Want to kill me some gays. How does that exist? So the Ten Commandments Church has a sign that says, homosexuality is a death-worthy crime. And then, hey, to their credit, they actually cite a part of the Bible. Usually if you talk to fundamentalist Christians, they got no fucking clue what's in the Bible. At least this guy was like, here's my source. Leviticus 20:13, for those of you who were wondering. So Pastor Robert Lee said, quote, homosexuality is an abomination, and the Bible says that homosexuality is a death-worthy crime. The institution of marriage was instituted by God, and it should not be changed by people who deserve not to live. Okay, so, on the one hand, let's get this out of the way right now. The dude is reading in a very literal way certain parts of the Bible, and he's saying, look, it says it right here, and I believe this is from God, so yeah, I'm going to stand up for that. I mean, if you're going to believe in religion, then it's like, can you fault him for picking specific passages that literally say that? Now, of course, it becomes much more complicated because there are other passages that kind of say the opposite. And that's what, you know, that's the whole conundrum of religion in general, is that you have Martin Luther King, who used his religion for good, and you have the KKK, who used the same holy book, the Bible, for their purposes. They pointed to Bible verses that were pro-slavery. So you have both ends of the spectrum. You know, when it comes to Muslims, for example, Malcolm X was a Muslim, civil rights leader. Malala Yousafzai is a Muslim. Just probably my favorite person living and an absolute hero of mine who's way braver than I'll ever be. And then you also have, you know, the people who flew the planes into the towers on 9/11. They were Muslim also. So you have the spectrum of every kind of person within every single religion. But still, there's the problem of he is pointing to something, and I don't doubt his sincerity. I think he believes it because it's in the Bible, and this guy might actually believe the Bible in many ways. He might actually think he's communicating with a sky god who's Yahweh and Jesus at the same time as these three things. Totally makes sense, right? But here's my counter argument to this guy. I don't like pulling the progressive argument on religion, that card, where you make the argument, which essentially I just kind of laid out there for you, which is, well, look at these other passages that are nice in the Bible and focus on those. Yay! And the reason I don't like doing that argument is because nobody wins that argument. Because literally both the things are in the Bible, so it's just a dueling cherry-picking contest, right? So here's my argument to the guy. Say, okay, dude, you want to believe the Bible in such a literal way? Fantastic. Point to other really stupid shit in the Bible. So don't point to the happy-go-lucky shit. Point to the other dumb shit and tell him, look, I agree with you, but you have to enforce this too.